If he joined the Air Force for glory, Abhinandan Varthaman undoubtedly got what he wanted. A national hero in his native India, the wing commander now also has a whole gallery devoted to him in Pakistan, though clearly for different reasons. The Indian pilot made international headlines after he was shot down in a dogfight and captured by the Pakistani military during a major standoff with India earlier this year. Now, the pilot's uniform, as well as other seized personal belongings, are on show at the Pakistan Air Force Museum in Karachi. It's an unashamed tribute to what curators and visitors see as proof of Pakistani military might. And it's leaving school children and students with their eyes aglow.
All of his belongings were confiscated, and they are now on display here at the museum. It felt very good today to see all these articles on display. We are proud of the Pakistan Air Force.
The exhibition also features debris of the downed Indian fighter jet, a reminder that the incident at the heart of it was serious. Following a suicide attack in Indian Kashmir, India and Pakistan conducted tit-for-tat airstrikes in each other's territory in February, and analysts raised the alarm that the skirmish could turn into an all-out war. Tensions calmed when Pakistan freed Varthaman from captivity and handed him back to India. But the hype around the pilot didn't die down. Neither did the nationalist fervour that his capture had fuelled on both sides of the border. At the exhibition, many visitors are feeling as patriotic as ever.
The Pakistani army did a good thing, and they have made us proud. They have filled us with enthusiasm so we can fight with courage and pride if someone dares to attack us. And we can say proudly that we're Pakistani and we are no less than anyone else.
The legendary story of Wing Commander Abhinandan Varthaman, a source of national pride for both India and Pakistan.
Well, the exhibit has sparked a flurry of reaction on social media. Let's take a look at a tweet from an Indian user in Delhi now who writes that Pakistanis have become great fans of Wing Commander Abhinandan, who spoke like a boss even under the most trying and intimidating conditions inside an enemy country as a POW. After all, statues are built for heroes. Here's a response from a user located in England with a Pakistani take on the exhibit saying, "Of course we love Abhi Bhai. He really enjoyed our fantastic tea and he didn't say anything bad about Pakistan when we sent back through the land border. We can always invite him again when he brings us another plane and fancies more fantastic tea." All right, words brewing with sarcasm on both sides there. For more on the story, we're joined by DW Asia correspondent Shazeb Jilani. Hi, Shazeb, good to see you. It seems like this exhibit really has triggered strong reactions both in India and in Pakistan. What do you make of all this?
That's right, and it's predictable banter between people on either side of the border. I was in Pakistan when this episode took place back in February, and I can tell you that the mood was really grim in Pakistan after Indian jets struck deep inside the Pakistani territory. But within 24 to 48 hours, when Pakistan shot down Indian air jets and captured Wing Commander Abhinandan, the mood changed. Now, at the time, if you remember, Pakistan took a moral high ground and they said, we will return him, and they did. But they made sure to play with the optics. You know, they filmed him while in custody. They paraded him in front of live television when he was handed over. So Pakistan has tried to make the most of this opportunity in terms of propaganda war. And that continues to this day.
Shazeb, what do you think Pakistan's aim is here with this exhibit? Is it precisely playing with optics?
It is. And I mean, the two countries are in some ways a mirror image of each other. It happens on the Indian side, too. If you look at the Indian film industry, Bollywood, you look at social media, there are all these memes going on, jokes going on, and it's about one-upmanship. And Pakistan played it some would say slightly better in terms of optics, and now it is trying to make the most of it. But I feel sorry for these school children we were looking at. I mean, imagine, what kind of perception they are growing up with, that, they have the biggest neighbor and they're being encouraged to view them as their enemy. And it is, again, like I said, happening on both sides of the border, which does not augur well for future relations.
Shahzad, as you said, there were memes and jokes. There was so much about the story that went viral, from, the gunslinger mustache, this fantastic cup of tea. But what has happened with the tensions that led to that moment, especially with Kashmir?
So since February, when we thought the two countries came really close to a war-like situation, obviously in Kashmir, India has pressed ahead, effectively annexing that region, dividing it in two parts. Pakistan has condemned it, they've raised it on diplomatic level, but there's not much Pakistan can do, and Pakistan is under tremendous pressure not to respond in terms of encouraging violence in Kashmir. And the Prime Minister and the government has reassured the world community that they will not retaliate in that way. So it's a difficult situation for Kashmiris. I think we will know the next steps will be that when India lifts all these restrictions in Kashmir and what the reaction is locally without external interference. But the situation remains tense.
All right, DW correspondent Shahzad Jilani, thank you so much.